Hi, everybody. I'm Becca O'Neill, stand-up comedian and general delight to be around, and I'm here to help you ring in the new year. It is 2022 now. Sorry if that triggers you, but it's true. And I don't know about you, but I feel like I lost 2 good years of my life to the couch. I feel like we're all, at best, remixes of our former selves, yet people are still on social media touting this new year, new you crap. Like, come on, Madison or Rachel. I know you're manifesting your dream life. Your vision board is laminated, but maybe it's okay to just be basic. You know, you're basic. Admit it. It's fine. You majored in communications. Your brother, your dad, and your boyfriend's names are all Matt. Your favorite band is light jazz, and that's okay. That's okay. And even though I do love a good resolution, I always thought the new year was really badly timed. Like, what old-timey Gregorian dude, and I'm 99% sure it was a dude, decided that the new year was going to start January 1st? Goal setting is hard by itself, but then this dude decided we're supposed to turn over a new leaf when it's cold as hell outside. Methinks not, my good man, no. I always started the new year super excited, like, this is my year. I'm gonna go back to the gym. I'm gonna stop eating second breakfast like I'm an 18th century royal. And then one day, somewhere around January 5th, a very rude, cold wind will hit me when I'm like outside, being responsible, jogging, power walking. And I'm like, nope, I am going back to my couch to make a warm dip-based snack or 2 or 3. And if we're thinking about bears, which why wouldn't we be thinking about bears? Everything in my nature is telling me not to slim down for winter. Like, winter's for hibernating, not resolutioning. Biology wants me thick, you feel me? Like, I need this outer layer for survival and protection. I hear nature documenting in my head like, the Becca endures the harsh winters of Brooklyn by exclusively eating in a reclined position, lest she burn any precious calories. And who am I to argue with a distinguished British narrator? Like, can you believe it's actually 2022? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we as a culture have evolved past the need to define our bodies by a number. So let's all resolve to be done with number sizes. I'm advocating for a new system for sizing. Hear me out. Sounds, okay? It's fun, it's cute, it's unexpected. Yeah, so like right now, I'm a size ha. You feel me? That's the size I am right now, but by February, I'm gonna be a size armpit, fart implied. Okay, I'm also done with plus sizing. Like, what is up with plus size clothes? You cross over this like imaginary line and all of a sudden your clothes look tragic. If someone goes up a few sizes, we all understand that nothing fundamentally changes about them besides their physical size, right? Like, we get that their minds don't change along with their bodies, but I think someone needs to tell fashion designers this. Someone must have told them that when women get bigger, they also want to look like attention-hungry 5-year-olds. Literally, this dress in a size large, cute, so cute. But say if it was like a 1X, it would have to go through this like plus size decutening filter. Like, they cannot help but add like a fun patch or like an incongruent ruffle somewhere it does not belong, like an elbow ruffle. Really, that's how y'all get down? Stop it. I hear the designer right now. I just need a little more fabric. Ooh, some zany buttons. But no. Put down the accoutrement. But like I said, yeah, I actually do like resolutions. The pandemic changed me. I feel like self-improvements are actually possible. Like, I'm making spreadsheets. I'm typing things into the spreadsheets. I am reformatting the spreadsheets, and once I figure out how to print the spreadsheets, I'm gonna take over the world, okay? I have goals, resolutions, my friends. I'm committed to trying new things this year. I'm gonna try new workouts. I'm gonna pay for my own streaming services. And I'm only dating geniuses, so I got it all figured out. You feel me? But you guys, athletics are hard. Like, you have to use your body the whole time. And I'm gonna be honest, not all forms of exercise. But for me, like those classes where you have to flip over tires and stuff, no thank you. Seems stressful. Some dude yelling at me to lift my own body weight. Like, first of all, I don't know how much I weigh. Second of all, I do know that I don't have the upper body strength to lift it. Not for me. Take your toxic positivity elsewhere, sir. But I'm trying other exercise classes this year. Like, I just started pole dancing. But again, upper body strength is not, so like, I can't like lift myself up on the pole, for example. So I just kind of like run at it, you see what I'm saying? And use centripetal force to propel me around. It's fun, it's sexy, and it's science. Another way to keep resolutions, I just heard about it, it's called habit stacking. It's when you take something you like and combine it with something you don't like until you actually learn to enjoy it. So it's like microdosing Stockholm Syndrome. And I'm a Capricorn. For people who don't know what that means, first of all, get your life together. Capricorn's in the building. What's up? Hey. But if you do know what that means, it means I'm in love with efficiency. I love to get everything done at once, okay? I found out that I can put protein powder in my coffee. Now I'm like, what else can I do with my coffee? Can my coffee call my mom, or can my coffee fill out my W-2? Because I do not know how many deductions to put. You just pick a number, right? So I tried to habit stack, and I love dystopian sci-fi movies, right? I decided to watch them while I work out. Big mistake. Because I realized I'm just inhaling depressing forecasts for our society's future on the regular. Like, I'm out with my friends all bummed out, and they're like, what's wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm sad because I'm doing my squats and watching the world end at the hands of super smart robots every single day. I don't know. Upside, though, I'll probably be able to run a mile by the time the apocalypse inevitably hits. So, and if it comes this year, I think I'll survive the apocalypse because I adapt. I'm adaptable. I'm from Chicago originally, and I live in New York now. And I've noticed that people here in New York do not think about food quite the same way people in Chicago do. Like in Chicago, for example, we're a cheese-based economy. We idolize cheese. Cheese is our god, okay? And I thought about it. I feel like every city falls into one or two categories, cheese-based or not cheese-based. And okay, so we'll run through it. Kansas City, obviously cheese-based, obviously. Miami, clearly not cheese-based, clearly not. And same with New York, it's not cheese-based here because people eat for survival. Because New Yorkers walk everywhere. They're avoiding kerfuffles on the street, falling bits of constructions, dodging pizza rats, okay? They are in a constant state of fear, so they're just burning calories right and left because they need to eat to stay alive. Now that I've been a New Yorker for 4 years, I'm getting survivalist about food too. Like anywhere else, I'd see somebody handing out free samples of chicken teriyaki at a food court and I'd be fired up to eat that skewer. But in New York, if I see somebody handing out free samples outside, I don't trust that loose food. I'm like, somebody's trying to poison me with that hummus. So that's not how I want to die. Death by dip? Realistically, I'll probably die crossing the street looking at my phone because I'm addicted to social media. But there's something wrong with my social media feed lately, you guys. Like, I'm trying to get strong this year, so I look up some stuff. Like, I swear, I look up one squat tutorial. Fast forward to the robot showing me 100% butts for the next week. Everybody loves a good butt, but I'm like, where do these butts come from? So I always thought computers didn't understand humans, but now I think my social media algorithm knows me better than I know myself. And I think it has my 2022 mapped out, and it looks weird. I'm like, I didn't know I wanted to see two unlikely baby animal friends reacting to magic tricks in a DIY tiny house, but the algorithm knew I did, and I'm scrolling, and now it's 4 a.m. You know how it is. No, but seriously, will social media ever go back to being a little more normal? Like, I just want to be able to look at like a little pimple popping in a cute sort of cursory way. I don't want to suddenly be on a deep dive of extractions I did not consent to, okay? Just show me a shallow dive. Dip my toe in the pimples, you see? Speaking of yummy things, I got on the clean eating train last year and I was full steam ahead. Like, in case you haven't heard of it, clean eating is code for tastes very odd. Anyway, I made clean tacos, which are basically tacos without any kind of boundary on the plate. I made clean quiche, it was good, but it was more or less just a crustless, open-faced egg in a pan. Yeah, egg in a pan. You just call it what it is, a little omelet. It's a little omelet. I even whipped up some clean desserts, and that's where things really went south, you guys, because a clean dessert is barely recognizable as anything anyone would willingly refer to as a dessert, okay? Like, you can make cookies without sugar or like flour, butter, but it's not a cookie anymore, is it? It's like the ghost of a cookie. It's like a memory of cookies past. It's like an off Broadway production of Cookies. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm all for eating healthy this year, but I am definitely not okay with eating less, okay? Because I am not a fun, hungry person to be around. I get hungry hard, you hear me? Hard. I'm always a few calories away from a full meltdown, okay? It's amazing what a difference eating makes. Like, if I have a full stomach and I miss the train, I'm all, c'est la vie, oui, oui, je t'aime, omelette du fromage, you know? It's a good time. If I'm hungry and I miss the train, why, God, have you forsaken me? You know, it's a different vibe. That's when I do the HALT thing. Have you heard of HALT? So it's this acronym checklist for when you're feeling a little testy, and it stands for hungry, angry, lonely, tired. And I never make it to angry, okay? Hungry, yep, that's the one. Give me a Fiber One bar. I'm coming for you. So I get cranky, all right? Cranky. I'm going to try to work on that this new year. And I know exercising is supposed to help your mood, but here's some reasons I don't work out. Okay, number one, I'm delusional, y'all. If I'm at the gym and the person on the treadmill next to me is like a body goals and they're running faster than me, I don't care if I haven't run in 100 years. I'm going to try to outrun them, all right? And keep in mind, I do not own running shoes. I'm doing this in fashion sneakers. Not function sneakers, fashion sneakers, okay? Number two, preparing for the gym is a task in and of itself. Like, I'm loading up gear like I'm a pack mule. I have more stuff on my physical person than a family of 8 on the Oregon Trail. Do you hear me? By the time I finish my bag, I am spent, okay? Number three, women always get murdered while jogging. Facts. I don't like true crime, but I also don't want to be in true crime. This year, I do want to work out more, though. I don't love working out, but I wasn't always like this. Like, I tried things, okay? I've tried yoga. I've done spinning. I've spun. I even got a personal trainer once, but that did end quickly. And not for the reason you're thinking, though. It's because I fell in love, okay? See, I like guys that'll boss me around. And it turns out that personal trainers love to bark orders at chubby girls, and I cannot afford that kind of love. So I'm not married, and it is not one of my resolutions, but I do have a question for married people. So you know how different anniversaries have different gifts, like your one's paper, your 5 spandex or whatever. When is the one when you tell them you like to eat chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream with pita chips dipped in? When is that one? Because, you know, it's like French fries and ice cream, but it's good for you because it's pita chips. Like, when do you break that sort of news? Like, how soon is too soon to tell them? And how late is so late? They're like, wow, you like eggs and jelly? You're a monster. Something my future soulmate should know about me, though, I'm like a puppy. I won't bark at you if you give me treats. I love treats, you know? Who doesn't love treats? And so last week, when I was like straight killing it with resolutions, I went to the gym every day. I was eating right, feeling good. You know, I really just wanted to celebrate my success, like give my inner puppy a treat. But the problem is, whenever I think of celebrate or treat, I think cake. I think margaritas, you know? I think like maybe some nachos, maybe some donuts, perhaps. But if I go in on some red velvet cake after a workout, then I'll just feel like I need to work out again. Then I'm like, yay, guess who just worked out? So I eat more red velvet cake as a treat. And then I'm like, okay, so I'll work out again. And then I'm like, yay, you worked out. And then I'm like, red velvet cake, yay, red velvet cake, yay. The cycle will never stop. It's a very like chicken or the eggish type situation, which makes sense because pretty much all you're supposed to eat when you're getting fit is chicken and eggs. So I hear this advice all the time, though. When you're trying to keep resolutions, make sure you celebrate the little wins. You know, to motivate you to keep eating lettuce or whatever, I don't know. But new year, new me, right? I just want to find a new way to celebrate that does not involve food or drink. Okay, so brainstorming. We're visualizing. I'm in a nice bubble bath. That's nice, you know. Vintage, cozy, coffee, you see it. You know what goes great with a bubble bath, though? A giant goblet of wine. A family-sized bottle of Cabernet. Dang, bubble bath's out. Okay, so bubble bath's out. How about I celebrate with like a cute little walk, though? You know, stretch my legs, feel the wind in my hair, the sun on my face. Maybe sit down in a park, roll out a blanket, open my basket, pull out my sandwich. Okay, damn, now we're having a picnic. Okay. I'm constantly thinking about food, like constantly. The word bath gets me to Cabernet. The word walk gets me to picnic. Nap gets me to clam chowder in a bread bowl. Don't worry about it. I like free word association, but if we're going to free word associate, I'm always going to associate with food. Okay, every time. Diet trends are like fashion trends. They come and they go. Like, I count macros right now, so if you've spoken to me in the last year, I'm going to be honest with you. I only heard about half of what you were saying. And I know that's surprising because I'm such a good listener, but I'm also a good liar. Right? And if you were talking to me about your new aloe plant or whatever, I was in full genius mode right now, just calculating my protein and my carbohydrates, macros in my head. My brain is fully doing an equation at all times, and I'm done with that in 2022. Done. Just like we quit hard pants in 2020, we're quitting counting in 2022. We're doing less. We're streamlining people. This year, I decided I'm not gonna think about what I eat. Instead, I'm gonna become a whole entire neurosurgeon because honestly, I did the math, and in the time it takes to figure out what kind of yogurt to buy, I could become an underwater basket weaver or read the Bible front to back, But no, in 2022, I'm just gonna grab a Fiber One bar and save myself the time. You feel me? You guys, I've been Rebecca O'Neill. I've been amazing. You've been amazing. Good night.